Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth Newsom and welcome to my booktube channel. Today I'm going to review a book. Shocking, I know. So in this book, the world is about to end. There's a comet headed for the earth and it's going to wipe out all surface life. So they find a way to preserve this girl and this team and to put them to sleep for 200 years when they'll wake up in the future when the earth is once more inhabitable. Except when the girl wakes up, she finds out that all her team members are dead and she is apparently the only one alive. And this fabulous book by Jordan Rivet is called Wake Me After the Apocalypse. First of all, sorry about the lighting. I actually went to Walmart and I got lights for my LED lights, but they need like 6 AA batteries each and I only had enough for one light, which is why there's a lot of light coming this way. And over here, once more, I just have my lamps. And having the sun out of my window would be helpful right now, but there's no clouds and it's really, really bright. Bright enough that you probably wouldn't be able to see me. Anyway, the lighting situation should be fixed in the future. So like I said in the introduction, Wake Me After the Apocalypse is kind of this futuristic world, and there's this thing they've discovered called cryosleep. I think that's how you say it. So they put this person to sleep in this like gel for however long they want to, really. They'll do it to cancer patients and put them to sleep until a cure for their type of cancer is discovered. They do it to people who want to see what the future is going to be like. So then the news is announced that there's this comet hurtling towards Earth and it's going to wipe out most of the life on Earth. And then of course for 20 years afterwards there's going to be like ash in the atmosphere and nothing will be able to grow. So it'll take about 200 years until the world is once more inhabitable. So there's this girl named Joanna and she's 18. So she's finishing up high school and all the rest of her class have actually dropped out of high school since it's the end of the world. So Joanna is called anonymously and told that she's been selected for this program, which is, as I mentioned before, to put people to sleep for 200 years so that they wake up in the future. And they're going to send a team of experts along with them, and they're going to send them like with food and supplies and enough to kind of rebuild some of their civilization, or at least to give them a head start. So Joanna goes to sleep, and then when she wakes up, there's been some sort of avalanche or cave-in, and somehow one of the rocks has fallen just so that her tank is protected, but her team members' tanks look to be completely destroyed. So then she has to find out how she's going to get out of this alone. Like, she was planning to have a team of about 1,000 people with like experts and specialists and other team members, and instead she wakes up alone. So first of all, this concept was utterly fascinating, but of course the question is like, what would happen in the story from here? Like, what can she do if she's really the last person alive? So spoiler alert, she's not the last person, and eventually she finds other people, which is where the story gets really interesting. So Joanna as a character, I just like loved her and her tenacity and determination. And it's really easy to like empathize with her because for the program she's chosen and the rest of her family members are not, so she has to leave them knowing that they're going to die in a few months. So throughout the first part of the story, a lot of times we'll switch to before and then after. And by before, I mean like before she was put into cryosleep, and then after is when she wakes up. So in the before part, we get to see her falling in love with this guy on her team named Garrett. We get to see her saying goodbye to her parents. And so the before part was really interesting, but it took a while until the after parts started to like pick up the pace. Because for a while, she's just like living and surviving and stuff on her own. She's like gathering supplies, setting up her own location, except she keeps on thinking that she hears people or that she sees footprints. So once she actually encounters those people, then I just became a lot more invested in this story. Well, there you guys have Wake Me After the Apocalypse by Jordan Rivet. I am like so pumped for the second book. Like just where this book left off. There's so much potential for this story to go really exciting places, and for the main character to get a love interest. So I'm just so excited to see where the story goes, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Just post-apocalyptic books are really fascinating to me. But if you guys enjoyed the video, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. In the comments, let me know about some of your favorite post-apocalyptic books. Let me know down below, and I'll see you next time.